Good evening. It is what evening is it? It's Wednesday evening. It's Wednesday, damn it. Um, it is Wednesday evening. We're trying to knock out week 2 here with our game 5. If you watched last week, you'll know I killed the pilgrim. Uh, the trolls killed the pilgrim right here, darn it. Made a bad move. Really a miscalculation on my part. Got the pilgrim killed by the 2 trolls. Had a chance to live, but it was still sort of a bad play. In any case, these are our scores after week 1. The Amazon is really killing it. She scored 3 quests, but in addition to scoring 3 quests, she also is winning the prowess race and the cash race, actually. Having said that, the swordsman does have a great treasure. Mind you, it's a cloven hoof, so it's a little bit of a rough haul for him. Still, he's certainly got the treasures. And I think, and the White Knight, sort of glommed onto the Pilgrim's successes there and did score some, but not quite enough. So that's where we're at after week 1. The score is 7-2 to 1. Pilgrim is dead, of course. You can see the quest down below. The White Knight is trying to find his treasure cache. The Amazon, I don't have actually a good plan for her at the moment, simply because she's sort of run herself out of quests. So I do think her goal will be probably to get back to the inn and maybe, I don't know, she has to do a trade phase with 2 different groups that she's friendly with. She's friendly with the Lancers on the patrol. The Lancers have shown up across the board, so I think she's going to drop Envoy and try to grab something else. In the meantime, we'll see if she can take advantage of any of these other quests that have come up. The swordsman has gotten cash, but now he's being chased out of the deep woods by the bats. So I think his goal is to get back to the rogues and do a gift exchange with one of his many clunky treasures. And the question is, will he leave the cloven hoof behind? And if so, where? I mean, giving up 2 great treasure points. So that's a rough call, strangely enough. So we'll see what happens. So I did, full disclosure, I almost started this a couple nights ago, this second week. But literally as soon as I sat down, I started yawning uncontrollably. And I'm like, well, no one wants to see my big old mouth yawning continuously. So I've caffeined up, done a tiny bit of exercise, got the heart pumping. Maybe I'll be able to manage to not, bore you all to death as I doze off at the mic here. So I do have week 8, day 8 written for everybody. The knight is going to hide and search for his treasure cache. The Amazon is searching for the secret path here. And she might play Lucky Day to get rid of it. The swordsman's getting back to the inn. And that's where we're at. So it looks like day 8 is it. Let's roll some oops. Let's roll some dice. Now supposedly, oh, there we go. Oh my god. Thank you, East Paladin. I never even thought of that. Let's roll for the monster roll. It is a 3, so more goblins. Yay. Let's go. Well, darn it, the patrol's going to show up for the swordsman. So what does he want to do? I think he's going to just go first. He moves, and he hides. Now he has the cloven hoof. Ugh, God. Okay, hold on. So he needs an unfortunately low number. Oh, and he totally blows it. He'd have blown that hide no matter what. And now these boys show up, and that could be trouble for our swordsman. Although I think he can still run from these Yutzes. So he is done. Now it's the Amazon and the Knight. And the Amazon is going to hide once, search 3 times. She does hide. She searches 3 times. She needs a 3, 2, or a 1. Once. Twice. Come on. No, and she fails, and she cannot make this move with her extra move. The White Knight is hiding once, searching for his treasure cache. And I do have to check any monsters that show up. No monsters showing up there. The White Knight is hidden, so that's good. He is going to search 3 times. He's looking for a 1 or a 4. That's a failure. That is a success. So the White Knight finds the Lost City. So that is cool. He pops the cache. That will score him a fame point, a victory point. And he does get a large treasure. So if you've played with me before, watched before, the rule is that just because of the way the deck works, and it's already dealt these out, and then thrown the deck away. So I'm going to take this deck, and duplicates are allowed in this case. So we are just going to draw the top card, and it is the Blasted Jewel. Well, that's intriguing. I don't care for the Blasted Jewel, but I will take it. It is a treasure, great treasure. It's also worth $30, so that's something to think about also. By the way, I did cast in the end of day 7, make whole, so you'll notice everything is back here, but we are fatigued here. We also extra rest, so I'm going to take one of these, and I'm going to bring this back. No specific reason other than, and I do have a Patter. Let's check if Patter Cave is going to bring somebody. I think it does. It brings these guys. So there you go. We are done there. Oh, and let me do my gift exchange, by the way, while I still can, by the swordsman. So while he's still alive, let's do the gift exchange. I get 1 VP and I can pick a treasure. Oof, this is going to be bad. Where are we at? Well, it does suck a little bit because we're adding 1 to all the rolls in this clearing. I could get rid of that cloven hoof. I get rid of the grease. I don't really need the grease. I don't need the gauntlets either, really. With the caveat that it is effectively as good as this chit without a restrict. So that's a bonus. The question is, do I want to poison the pool of my or can I take this to another clearing and just drop it if I'm going to dump it? Let's we're going to give them the grease. We're going to give them the grease. And I get to pick a treasure now off of their list. And I am going to take the lantern. So this goes here, this goes here. We take the lantern. That is way more interesting for us. Now we get an extra move in caves and an extra search. I'm going to score gift exchange. That scores me a point. And there you go. So I can turn the card in too. And I got my enemies here. I think I'm done with the day. So we got to roll over here with our unfortunate situation here on the enemies. There's almost no chance. I got to roll double ones for them not to block battle me, and they do indeed battle me with a 7. The nice thing is that they're slow enough, right, that the swordsman can indeed run away from them. So let's play a move. We need to play not really a very fast move, strangely enough, because their horses, I think, are all pretty slow. Let me check one last time. Because remember, in the encounter step, these horses are played on their walking side, which makes it strangely easy to run away from these guys, even though they're on horseback. It's just, it's one of those Magic Realm oddities. So we're going to play a move, no fatigue, and we're going to end up here at the end of the day. So I think that's our day 8. So cool in the sense that we got a couple people that scored, so that's sort of awesome. By the way, I didn't quite do a good job here of saying, but for our events this week, we got the Dwarf Pathfinder. So he will let us travel through all secret passages for $6 for the rest of the game. We have the Inquisition for 2 weeks, and the Inquisition gives us points for killing a demon or an imp, turning in the Black Book or the Blasted Jewel, which strangely enough we have. We're selling the Blasted Jewel effectively because turning it over is a loss. Or we end the day at the chapel and wound our highest magic chit, which is one of the reasons we are unfatiguing our magic chit, so that we can get back and turn in 2 of these categories, because we can sell the jewel for 30, and there you go. Right there is going to give us a point, which makes up for the 1.5 that we're going to lose. We can also fatigue a magic chit. So I don't, you could keep it, but I think we're just as well to turn it in. It's also for our guy here, so that's what we're gonna do. So that's the end of the day. Let me pull cards. I got natives arrive. Well, that is the knight can't get that. It's a duplicate card. He gets locate their shrine. He should play the natives arrive, frankly. They can arrive somewhere where they would normally arrive, huh? I think we're just going to put. So I am going to play this that next day. We're going to put the company at the end. So there you go. So that gets rid of that card, and we'll play that whatever in the evening. So that gives us 2 cards the next day. We get, interestingly, instead a white source, super useful for our guy, and locate shrine, which sort of plays into consult demon also. So I think he's lined up pretty good for today. The swordsman has locate the cairn. Ooh, well, we've sort of already done that. So we just need to end a phase in the cairn, and that will satisfy that requirement. So we have thief, we have locate the cairn. Excellent. So for the white knight, We could get Smoke M. Smoke M is already out. So I think we're just going to move. We're going to go to 4. So ledges 4. Oops. Done. So we're going to head back to the chapel largely, and our extra rest, by the way. So that's that. Our Amazon, I think her day is about the same. And that's sort of the one thing I'd like about, say, the Amazon's power, the extra move phase, is that she can, she can hide, search 3 times, and still play a move that she might or might not get. It's easier to play those speculative moves when you have an extra move phase, right? So she's going to do that, hoping to avoid. I mean, it stinks because by now she would have already been through. So my fault, sort of a bad play, but I think we're going to try one last time to get this going here. The swordsman is going to hide, rest, and move to the end. Oh, I'm sorry, he has to move first. My fault. So he has to move to the deep woods, 2, I think. Then he's going to hide again, and move to the end. That doesn't. Because he has the cloven hoof. Son of a bitch. So we do need to get rid of this clove. We do need to drop this damn cloven to move. I'm gonna probably, it all stinks. We're probably gonna drop it here. We're gonna have 2 crappy hides. No, I don't like that at all, but I think we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna try to get out of here and get past this. And we're gonna try to use Thief on our patrol since we don't like them. So that's sort of where we're at. Day 9. So we got day 9 up here on the board. Let's roll. It is dragons. And I think, so we got the White Knight and Amazon. I don't see any reason why. So the swordsman will go first. He moves there. He's going to hide 2 times. That's a failure. That is also a failure. Now he's going to drop the hoof, which is going to drop him 2 points, which sort of stinks, but that hoof is rough to deal with. And he moves back into the inn. That's not going to work out for him very well, but that's what he's doing. And he is done. I don't think anyone appears at the inn. The company would have appeared, strangely enough. The knight goes here. We got smoke, which brings nothing because they're out already. And roar, maybe? Roar is only for caves. Done. White Knight is done. And the Amazon is going to hide once. She succeeds. She's going to search 3 times. That looked very, very successful until that 6 popped up. So that's 1 search. There we go. Done. So she finds 1-5 ruins. Ruins 1-5. He searches again. She can actually make this move, and she is done. So those 2 are done. Oops. The swordsman has to roll, and he is block battled by the patrol. Is he block battled by the company? He is trouble with the company. He rolls again. He is not block battled by the company, but he has to deal with these guys. So he's going to end up here at the end of day 9. Pretty much. Okay, not a great day for our heroes, but the White Knight is booking it 1, 2, 3, 4, and he will end up in the chapel. So he's going to move, 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 move. Chapel. He is going to use his extra rest phase, and then he is going to score, hopefully. Well, he has to. He doesn't have a trade phase to do. So, uh, so he's gonna try to score some Inquisition, right? Inquisition, magic, and Inquisition, uh, uh, jewel. So I think we're gonna score big here tomorrow for the night for day 10. For day 10 for our Amazon. Like I said, I think she wants to turn. No, she can find paths and passages. Gosh darn it! I should have used her guide. Oh well. That is too bad. That's okay. We will save it for now and utilize it. Utilize it a bit later. So the problem I have is the White Knight sort of screwed us there a little bit. The company, we don't like the company. We are friendly with Patrol, but are unfriendly with the company. We can. I'm not. Can we outrun all the company at first? Do we have a time better than a 4? I believe we do. So we can outrun the company. Let's check our Amazon. Yeah, she can M3 out of there. So not a problem. What she can't flee from is bats. So we do need to make sure we get out of bats here. So we're gonna hide. Maybe rest. Hide, rest. X move to the bats. So we're gonna make sure we get through those bats. We are making certain. There we go. The swordsman. He's going to move to the deep woods again. That was a bad move. Move to the inn. Hide. And then search. Because he just has to discover. Be hidden and discover. That's his goal. And he gets an extra search phase. So even better. So he's going to try to score, and we don't know if he will or not, Thief. And so that's his move. So day 10 is written. Let's roll for it. What do we got here? Monster-wise, more dragons. Who's going first? I think that the swordsman wants to go first, so he moves. He moves back in here. He hides just once, I believe. Yep. He's going to search. He needs a 4 or a 1. So he is now hiding in the inn in an attempt to steal from the evil patrol. So a 4 or a 1 makes his thievery. Oh, that was so close. Successful. That's a fail. And a fail. So he is done. The White Knight goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and he is done. And the Amazon. She's going to hide a couple times here. She does. She's going to rest, and then she moves into here. And I don't think anything else shows up. So she plays it super safe. But that's okay. So the White Knight is going to play up And I don't know that we have to. Inquisition. So the reason I said we sell this to the Inquisition, so I was, thinking about this. You can turn these things in, right? But the answer is, you almost never would, because Great Treasures give you points also, and all the stuff with spells on it typically are Great Treasures. The Blasted Jewel and the Black Book. And so I said, well, I tell you what, they'll pay you for it and you turn it in. And that way, at least, you were getting some value for the fact that you were essentially giving up 2 points to score a point. So we are wounding our best chit, our magic chit. We are selling the jewel. And we are scoring 2 points on the Inquisition. Again, only thematic that would be the case. So the White Knight scores pretty good there. The thief fails to score, or the swordsman fails to score on thief. Normally, we would have to roll for the patrol to block battle him. I don't if you're hidden, just because you're hidden. And that is it. That is where we're at on day 10. So for day 11, we're going to write. And I think the White Knight needs to move. Like that's about as far as he's going to get. So the question is, what's he going to do? He needs to find that shrine. So he needs treasure tiles that are reachable quickly to him. And unfortunately, you got to go through the Borderlands for all of it. So I think we sort of screwed our holy contingent here, because they actually don't have a lot of places to get to without going through a little bit of a mess here at the border. Now, we didn't know it was a mess at the beginning of the game. So these guys are auto kills if you're hidden. These guys are always a mess. Yeah, the night for the like there's no not mess, right? They hit him every time, and he has a 1/3 chance of hitting them. These guys, super dangerous. There's just too many of them. Our guy will tire before he'll tire out. On this side, it's not as bad because they turn over to 5s, and the knight can play at least an H5, so he doesn't necessarily have to exhaust himself. So that's a little bit better. But we gotta get moving. So I'm 2, 3, 4 again. I'm gonna move to ledges 4. So there's a long way to say get your butt moving to ledges 4, pal. But that's what he's gonna do here on day 11. I think the swordsman. I'm sorry, the Amazon. The Amazon is right here. So she's gonna move. She's going to maybe do 2 hides. She doesn't need to hide, strangely enough. Oh, that's the swordsman that does guide. I'm sorry, I've screwed these guys. I've mentally switched these guys here for a second. What is her goal? Her goal is to get cards. She's really, really short on cards. Now, she could sell this breastplate to someone. She doesn't mind the patrol, so they will deal with it. She could sell the breastplate for $9, and that would certainly help her. Heck, she might be able to hire the damn patrol at that point. The problem with hiring the patrol is that they are not hidden. So when she gets blocked battled by the company, that's a little rough call. Those guys are dead. So So I don't know necessarily that you want to deal with them. How much does it cost to hire the patrol? It costs $6 base to hire the patrol. So she definitely could pretty much hire out the patrol with all the cash she has if she so desired. And they're not terrible, but and they're not great either. So I don't know about that. But I do think what she needs to do, so she needs to execute a trade phase with 2 different groups for which she is friendly. The Lancers are way down here. She needs to get to the end and end a day at the end so she can trade in some of these cards anyway. So I think what we're going to do is, even though I hate to say it, take cover is a great card, I think we're going to burn it. Or what we'll do is we'll move. So we'll do 3 moves. So that's what we'll do. We'll move. We'll extra move. We'll move and we'll move to the end. We will execute a single hide phase because we have lucky days. So we can re-roll that if we need to. We'll put that in question. So that's 3 phases. She will trade with patrol. That will sell that right there. And then that's it. She will, at that, she can turn in Envoy. She will have, maybe she decides not to. Maybe she totally fails and has to burn both those cards. Don't know. But we're going to get there and make a decision about our cards at the end of the day. Oh, our swords guy is going to hide once. Maybe hide twice. Search, and then extra search trying to score thief again. He did not score thief by the done. And that's that. That's our day. It was not it took a lot longer to talk about. So let's get this rolling. Sorry about that. You are unfortunately, there you go, dragons again. You're unfortunately, I just dropped that in there. Stuck with my thought process as well. So I think the swordsman will go first. He's going to hide. He succeeds. He is searching. He hides twice if he needed to, and then he searches 3 times. So this is the first search. It is a fail 1. Second search is a fail. Oh, come on. Third search is also a failure. So again, he does not succeed in getting that work done. Our Amazon walks right in. She's going to hide once. She succeeds. She's going to trade with her buddies in the patrol. Oops. Selling her loot there. So the patrol has some crap. Where is the patrol? It's up here. Patrol. Done. She sells that. That's $9. And she's friendly with them, so that's almost a gimme. So plus 9, she's got 39. That's going to keep her hedged a little bit with the Black Knight also scoring some cash. And she is done. The White Knight moves all the way out, but again, no dragons to appear, so they do not appear, and he is done. And that is pretty much it, like nothing else. Ready to move on to day 12. So the question is, does she turn in on to get a new card? I think the answer is yes. She's going to turn that in, and she's going to burn Lucky Day. She's getting 2 cards. Jeez. Oh my god. That helped her not at all. She got Tiny Hut in the woods, and she got Sudden Insight, which is to find a treasure site. So she can get a free locate. event. And this is great, but sort of pointless. She's looking for cards, man. She's looking for quest cards. Oh, that was terrible. And I think she's already placed the shaman. She really doesn't even care about the rest of these guys. I'm just going to play that now just because. I mean, I know I wait till her turn or whatever, but we're going to play it now. We're going to play the warlock in. You can pretty much play it in any of these woods clearings. We're going to play it here because I don't care enough. I will turn that for remember for tomorrow. And okay, let's figure out our moves here. So the White Knight looking for that shrine. He's going to go. Where are we going? Well, we could either come up here, kill some bandity guys. Wow, those two swordsmen turned over are just super. Yeah, like. I mean, they might hit him, but man, they might also just fold and die. Maybe he comes up here. The problem is the mountain is a dead end. So if there's nothing up here, man, you have wasted a lot of time to get to nowhere. So that worries me. Like, I would love to go up there and maybe locate the Lost Castle or something, right? But I am so worried about this being a dead end. Because you're talking 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 3 days to get there, 3 days to get back. The other option is the caves. Man, that looks like a low value. The other option is the cliff. You know what? I'm heading to the cliffs of the mountains. That's it. I'm heading here. I'm heading this way. So we're gonna go. Now this is a dangerous hex for the White Knight. So I'm gonna go hide once, move once. So hide once, move to 5. And he is done. That's his day 12. The Amazon does get a card tomorrow. So I'm putting that card there. If she plays Tiny Hut today, effectively, I believe. So what's her goal? You know what she's gonna do? She is gonna head to the woods, or head to the not the woods. She's gonna head to the cavern. What the heck? She's gonna go hide and move into 2 there. So 2 in the cavern. So hide, X move, move, cavern, 2. Done. She is done. See what she can find. Get another card. She's going to use these boon cards up when she needs to. Done. All right, our other buddy here, swordsman, hide, search, 2, 3, extra search, 4 searches and a hide, and we are done. And that is day 12 written. Let's roll it. More dragons, even more dragons. White Knight is first. We're going to let him go. And he's going to hide, of course. And he failed. Ooh, that ain't good. Fails and goes here. So let's see what appears. He has 2 flutters and a slither. I think the flutters are nothing because they're out. Oh, they're dead, effectively. Slither is going to call something, though. And there's a slither in 3 and a slither in 6. And both of those can call monsters today. Ooh, so nothing on us. But man, that's a rough haul. That's nice. That is dangerous. It makes everything dangerous. Definitely makes these trolls a rougher haul because he can kill both trolls with a little bit of danger, but then the trolls and the dragon all of a sudden become super dicey for the White Knight. That may change his plans. We shall see. So he is done. All right. There's the first John. Sorry. I apologize. I'm an old man. I want you guys to understand something. I'm an old dude. I got to have my naps. So the Amazon. Swordsman would go before the Amazon in case she does something stupid. So he's going to hide just once though, and he's going to blow it. Oh god. So that means he can't do the thief stuff because he has to be hidden to steal. So he is having a hell of a time. And then the Amazon goes here, and is she hidden or not is the question. And she is hidden. And then we flip these two chits, and it is Smoke C and Statue in 2. The statue is not great for the Amazon, simply because there's only 3 treasures there. I have to roll for the troll. I get a 3. I think that's still, they hate us. Yeah, they're still going to block battle us. We are still going to run, and we're going to run out this one this time because it's an easier hide here than it is here if we need to. So, gosh, I think we are done. Day 13. The knight has a choice. The other thing we use, yeah, these are bats. So the Borderlands has become a little bit of a shit show here. These guys do what? Medium and then heavy. That's a lot of damage coming in. So you can get 1 round. So in 1 round, he can kill any of these guys. So you take one of them off the board. That is probably the dragon because the dragon essentially represents 2 attacks around. So you kill him and he's dead. The trolls are then both on your sheet. With the trolls both on your sheet, they are potentially hitting you every round with their M4s. If they flip, a little easier for you. So I'm gonna do what I can here. So the White Knight is gonna hide once. So we're hoping he gets this. He has to hide once, and he has to move into the dragon, which is, I don't know what space that is. Oops. 6? No, it's 3. He's gonna move into 3. And we're gonna hope for the best. The Amazon, I don't think she cares for where she ended up. I don't think that actually helps her. I think. Oh, she gets her card. So let's look at our card. Giant Slayer, kill a giant. Ugh. That ain't good. That is nowhere near where she needs to be. Kill a giant helps her very little. She cannot yet kill a giant. Actually, is the problem. She can with her buddy. Her buddy can kill a giant with her. So 1, 2, 3. The question is, I think we get out of dodge here, and then we go. Where the hell do we go? First off, the giants are off the board, so that also sucks. Maybe we go to the crag. I think we're heading to the crag. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. She's just gonna move to Deep Woods 2. If she needs to hide, she has take cover. Done. Move, extra move, Deep Woods 2. Remember that you have take cover. Done. She's just getting out of dodge. So she's going to go here. She's going to She can pretty much work it even down to the caves if she wants to and see what's in here, and then head through. So we'll do that. The swordsman moves move to 2. He's gonna hide, move to the inn, search and extra search again, trying desperately to get his crap together. Oh, and I forgot. So every time he runs, so his archer is likely dead, right? Ah, darn, forgot. Well, that stinks. So because when he runs, his archer is not running. So I just ran from the patrol. So that is so okay. I got to retcon this a little bit. I apologize because I screwed this up previously. I sort of forgot that he had this guy entirely. So what's going to happen is the swordsman is still going to run. And the reason is because this is still a super clunky battle for him, I believe. And we also heck have to roll for the. You know, we're friendly with the company, so that's okay. I mean, we could kill a horse, but then you're still stuck with, you know, getting your butt kicked by one of these guys. So I think what happens is we're going to leave this guy to his own devices there. And then we are going to play all these dudes here like this. Now keep in mind they're going to flip when we actually do play them. That's one clunky thing about. And then our bowman is going to shoot just because he's going to shoot that guy. So here's the thing. He is dead. Our guy is dead because he's going to kill one of these horses and then die. But you know what? We're killing a horse, damn it. Now I could go in and take the other 2 guys. But again, that sounds like a bad idea. So let's see where we end up. We want a 1 or a 4 potentially. No, 3. So we're not going to line up. What's going to happen is these 2 are going to shift. However, we do still hit because we still have a bow. So we're still a bow guy. And we just ate that chit. So that's sort of weird. So we got to see what damage we do. He rolls 1 die because he is, I believe, is he an archer or is it only the woods guy? I'd always thought that every archer rolls a single die. And that every crossbowman rolled 2 dice. So I'm going to go with that for now. So 2, he's going to up at a level, so he will kill this horse. So that's great. He kills the horse. He is then gutted by these guys. I can certainly roll for giggles. He doesn't flip. He doesn't. Oop, that's not good. Let's roll it. He doesn't flip. 3rd guy doesn't flip. So he is killed. He is killed. Done. We pay 4 notoriety minus 4 because these 2 guys both go to the dead pile. And everybody else happily returns. Oops, that is backwards. Jeez. Boy, if you could actually figure out how to set these up, you'd be in good shape. There we go. So sorry about that. That was like a day late since he ran from them before. Henchmen can't run is really the message there. So we're still looking for revenge, darn it. So on day 13, that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to get our revenge. So I think 13 is written everywhere. It is. And we got some danger here. The White Knight is in danger. The Swordsman is not doing super well. Let's see what we got. We got 3, so more goblins. That is terrifying, by the way. I think the Swordsman's going to go. He moves. He's going to hide. He does. He moves back in. He gets a couple searches, 1 or 4. That's a big fail. That is also a fail. He is done. And the knight goes and... so we do succeed in hiding, and we go here. And then goblins show up. That's too bad. He'd have killed those dragons had goblins not shown up. But now he's stuck. And maybe... Ugh. Now he is super stuck. He's either gutted by goblins or he has to walk into the troll space. Not, in any case, ideal. 1, 2, 3. I don't think anybody shows up. And she is done. The Swordsman is done. We are all done on day 13. Ugh, I do not like this, but I'm going to hide and move 6. I don't. It's all we can do. We gotta hope. The Amazon. I think the Amazon is going to hide. Hide, extra move into Cavern 2. She just wants to see what's in there, right? Might as well see. It's right there. The Swordsman. Oh my gosh, the Swordsman is just in a little bit of a way here. So, gonna hide. Try to get his searches in. So he has spent about a week doing this crap. Not good. He just needs to exact revenge on these guys. So he's gonna go now. Well, hold on. We got to roll a die. This is day 13. Let's roll 1 die here. 2 serpents, demons. Ooh, my lord. Okay, that is great. So the Swordsman goes. He's gonna hide first. He fails and is done for the day. I mean, he can search all day, but he cannot steal. So he is done. The White Knight then goes, and the Amazon goes. White Knight needs to hide. If he doesn't hide, and he does, and he goes here. And then serpents appear. And they appear in 2 places. So it's even worse. So this serpent here, these 2 serpents here, sorry. And then this serpent here. So I hope you're not planning to get back to the chapel, because that is a long, harsh road to get back through this borderland. The borderland is immense. And he still has to do this 1 more time because he can't walk into the bat. Actually, the funny part is you might just walk into the bat. 1 bat the knight can take. It's just how many wounds is he going to take doing it? So that's the knight's turn. The Amazon is going to hide. So the funny part is she screwed up because she hid in there. So I would actually, well, she succeeds once anyway, goes in there. It is ruins and layer 3. Well, the layer ain't bad. And she is done. And nothing pops. The I think we're done. So it's going to be day 14. Monsters are going to respawn. So I have a little bit of a thought process here for the night. So the problem with the knight right now is this is a like he could fight. If it was just the dragons and the trolls, I would consider fighting. But now you add this guy. Oh, that's a rough haul. Because he can kill any one of these creatures, and so I would kill one of the tremendous creatures in an attempt to mitigate the attacks and mitigate obviously the auto death here. But man, 4 creatures. So he gets 1 free shot. And then he's going to kill one, so his weapon will flip. So then he's got a round where he is going to be hit, probably. And then he has to, let's say, this guy. His armor could be damaged or destroyed at that point in time. Oh, that's a rough haul. So what I was thinking, the decision was, A, forget your fight. And the answer is, I don't think so. I think you don't. The other question is, do you walk into the bat house? And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I say that. Let's say you walk into the bat house. That's your first move. Keep in mind that the monster roll is going to happen on day 14. So let's say I roll bats. So bats are prowling. Well, that's great. They'll come off the board. He'll move into here. And then my move will actually be like a move. I'll move through here. I'll move out of here. So if bats come up, a 1 in 6 chance, he gets to walk free. If bats don't come up, let's say it's something like trolls, right? So let's say trolls come up. So the trolls come off the board. Okay, great. Trolls come off the board. So the only bad thing, trolls would actually be bad because trolls is bones. And so they would come off the board, and then you would get an extra thing here to jump him here. And that would be a little bit rough with that. So trolls is the bad. If goblins come up, or snakes, or anything else, he walks into here, he has to fight this bat, this sole singular bat. But everything else is going to appear on its numbered space because it's day 14. They'll come off the board, they'll come back on the board because he's going to still be in the hex. So strangely enough, so if he hides, and fails, then he's going to face a whole host of badness. He's got to face at least probably two different types of monsters. Either trolls and dragons, serpents and dragons, right? So this is really weird. This is going to seem weird and maybe dumb, but he is going to literally move into 1. That's going to be his move. He's going to get blocked. I know he's going to get blocked. He's going to be blocked. Done. Let's say he's not blocked because we rolled bats. That would be incredible. Then I'm going to move to cliff 6. I'm going to move to cliff 5. It's a little bit of a crap move, but we're going to do it. So move 1 and then move cliff 5. Done. And my guess, we won't make it to cliff 5. So that's the Knight's written 14. The Amazon's written day 14 is going to be, does she want to find the lair? How important is that to her? Yeah, we're going to do it. So we're going to search. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to search, and then she'll move to the lair. Now, she might not be able to move to the lair, right? It's her extra move because she might not have found that passage, but we're going to see if she does. Done. And I hate to say it, but the damn swordsman on day 14 is still trying to take his stupid revenge. So, okay, it is day 14 right now. Did I? Oh, that was, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, God damn it. Oof. Maybe I should be taking a nap because presumably that's too bad. I thought I had a great move, but what I did was I just forgot that it was day 14. So, geez, sorry about that. That is terrible on my part. I missed a whole day, sort of mentally. So I didn't move the marker, presumably. So that's sort of too bad because that ruins my awesome move, right? Because serpents and demons then appeared on day 14. And there you go. They're right there. So done. So that is super too bad. I loved that that little mini move, and presumably that got in my head. So the weird thing is nothing came off the board on 14, and just the serpents appeared. So, oh well. So presumably we were writing day 15. And for day 15, unfortunately, that's not as sexy, right? So, oh well, that stinks. But it's been an hour. It was a fast-moving week. There's only 3 players, of course, and we did, let's see what our scores are. So the nice thing is we got a lot of folks scored a bit here. So, for instance, the Knight has scored 3 points in cards as opposed to 0 points in cards. The Knight also has gold, and so he's scored gold. So the Knight has a point in gold, a point in prowess, 3 points in cards. That's going to give him 5 total points. So he is caught up considerably in the second week. The Amazon, who had a great first week, has done almost nothing week 2. And frankly, in fact, I would argue she has done nothing week 2. She's maintained her lead in all the categories she's had, but hasn't scored any points. She still has 7. The Swordsman scored at least 1 point in cards, but but has no great treasures. So he's down to a point, which sort of sucks for him. So strangely enough, I would argue that, the Knight did make a bad decision there given that the swordsman gave up his great treasure, he gave up 2 points to score 1 point. Having said that, well, that's not entirely true, right? Because the gold he scored put him in second place for gold. So he gave up 2 points to score 2 points. Okay. He got a point for the gold that he got, and he got a point for the turning in the treasure. I suppose it's a wash. So I am sorry about that last day snafu there, sort of not paying attention. Like I said, by the way, that commentary was spot on, though. If it were day 14, walking into this just blind would be the move, strangely enough. You wouldn't think it would be, ever, right? Because our instinct as Magic Realm players is to, and you didn't see what I just did. Our instinct as Magic Realm players is to hide and move, or move and hide, or always be hidden, blah, blah, blah. But in the case of that move, if it was day 14, I would walk into that giant bat space and fight the single, because you're guaranteed to fight one giant bat or nothing. Whereas everything else gives you a higher risk to fight more stuff, strangely enough. Very interesting. It's one of the reasons I sort of love this game is, now, mind you, I'm talking about a thing that didn't happen because I screwed up. So keep this in mind. But one thing about this game I love is that, the mechanics, for as big as the rulebook is, the mechanics are simple-ish, right? You can sort of get the movement mechanics and the blocking mechanics and the monster appearance mechanics fairly easily. And, it's pretty trivial. Okay, we got chits and we flip chits and so on. One of the things about this game, which is cool compared to, say, Runebound, Talisman is a joke of a game, although it's a classic. It's a classic joke, weirdly enough. But, like all of it's, I was watching, Shadows of Kilforth, or Gloop Kilforth, or whatever. And everybody's like, oh, it's a mini Magic Realm. Or the other one, Dark Venture. They're like, oh, it's a mini Magic Realm. And none of those games have the same sort of vibe here with this, because it's interesting how in this situation, if you know enough about the game and how the mechanics are going to work, you go, oh, should make this non-obvious move, because the way that the dice and the monsters that are out and the mechanics work together means I should move unhidden and fight the one giant bat, because that's my best move. That minimizes all my risks. Whereas doing anything else, hiding, and so I fail to hide 30% of the time. Bam, you got 30% chance to fight at least two groups of creatures. So that's one of the reasons I love this game. Most other games have, you have a random card draw. Okay, so that's great, but you can't make a clever move because you're just drawing a card anyway. So there you go. That's just an example of, one of the things one of these weird, and you know what? I've never seen that before. Like, this is one of the first times where I've looked at the board and thought, man, my best move is to walk into a space, into a monster, unhidden, and just go for it, because that gives me the best chance. And it's a monster that traditionally is a shit fight for the White Knight, and he should walk right in there. So anyway, yeah, and it didn't happen because I was a day off mentally. By the way, I was a day off mentally today, so I thought it was Thursday for the longest time. Someone said, "Hey, happy Wednesday." I'm like, ah. So I thought it was day 14. It was really day 15. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I will talk to you for week 3. Our current score is 7-5, so the game's tightened up. So I'm looking forward to this next week coming up. to sort of get a little bit more action going here. I'm hoping the knight gets out of this. I'm hoping the knight gets out of here alive, because then he'll have 2 nice hexes to explore, and he'll have the option to take these bandits on if he wants to. So we'll see if that happens. All right, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.